Hello and welcome to Trogbox. In this video I'm going to be explaining three logical fallacies. We're going to be looking at ad hominem, strawman and false dichotomy arguments with an explanation and examples of each. So, no nonsense, let's go. But what is a logical fallacy? Well, a logical fallacy is probably best described as an argument that uses faulty or invalid reasoning in order to try and make its position appear stronger than it really is. They appear everywhere from newsroom interviews to social media comments, but the place that you'll see them the most is in politics. Logical fallacies make up an important and integral part of the rhetorical toolbox used by all politicians from across the political spectrum. It's not a case of one side using it more than the other, it's a matter of individual preference which sees different politicians utilising different fallacies in different ways. The first argument to address then is the ad hominem.
That's a matter of principle, and I'll tell you. You are the single biggest liar. You probably are worse than Jeb Bush.
Ad hominem is a Latin expression which when translated means to the person. The reason for this name is that an ad hominem argument is when one person attempts to refute the argument of another by means of a personal attack, rather than through logical reasoning. This can be an attack against a person's character, their background, their appearance, or any number of other things. This is often referred to in politics as mudslinging and is unfortunately common, particularly in populism. For example, let's say Senator Smith raises a valid and significant issue for debate. They say, we must reduce our emissions to fight climate change. Rather than addressing the issue, Senator Jones tries to manipulate popular opinion by undermining Senator Smith using ad hominem attacks. Now these can take several forms. There's the abusive ad hominem, in which Senator Jones may reply, "Well, Senator Smith is an awful person." There's the circumstantial variant, in which Senator Jones may respond, "Of course Senator Smith would say that. He has shares in an electric car company." Then there's the tu quoque reply. This is another Latin expression which means you also or you as well. In this example, Senator Jones may respond, "Well, Senator Smith is a hypocrite. I saw him driving to work in a petrol-powered car just this very day." The trend within all these replies, as you may have noticed, is that none of them address the issue that Senator Smith raised. And in fact, even if all three of Senator Jones's accusations against Senator Smith were indeed true, they're irrelevant to the debate, and so attacking them for it is not a genuine argument. Next up is the strawman argument, probably the most common fallacy in politics.
Johnson's Trump deal Brexit puts a price tag on our National Health Service.
America does not simply stand for stability or the absence of conflict, no matter what the cost.
He believes we can treat the U.S. economy like one of his casinos.
Because they whack up taxes. In the end, it's always everybody who pays more taxes under a Labour government. They whack up taxes.
The next 2 years trying to shred our Constitution and rip your country apart.
So what is happening there? Well, in a strawman argument, a person deliberately misrepresents their opponent's position in order to try and make it easier to argue against. For example, Michael says ad hominem arguments are unethical, and so they should not have a place in reasonable debate. Meghan responds to this by saying, Michael thinks that it's unethical to hold debates. The problem here is that Michael has not argued that it's unethical to hold debates, only that ad hominem arguments should not have a place in reasonable debates. Meghan has thereby set up and attacked a straw man. The argument being addressed by Meghan is not one that Michael actually made, but is instead a very different, easily defeatable one presented by Meghan's straw man. Finally, for this video, we have the false dichotomy.
Either we ask the wealthiest Americans to pay their fair share in taxes, or we're going to have to ask seniors to pay more for Medicare.
A false dichotomy, also known as an either-or, is an argument in which two points of view are expressed as though they are mutually exclusive. A classic example of this that many of you will have heard before is something along the lines of, you're either with us or against us. The problem in the reasoning of this example is that it is of course possible to be neither with nor against them. False dichotomies like this are often used in tandem with ad hominem. So that could look something like, if you don't support the law and order of this country, then you must be a criminal or a terrorist. To the general audience, the combination of false dichotomy and ad hominem can appear to present a convincing argument, because it frames the situation of being with the speaker as good and of being against the speaker as bad. By doing so, it creates the illusion of it being somehow obvious that the speaker is correct, even though the reality is that it's a false dichotomy. Shaping an argument so as to say that disagreeing means something negative about the individual disagreeing is a powerful but unethical method of manipulating opinions. However, once you know how to spot them, they tend to stand out, and can usually be argued against simply by presenting a sensible third option. In the example given previously, the speaker framed the situation so that a person either agrees with the law or is a criminal or terrorist. Now, it is of course possible that a person who disagrees with the law is a criminal or terrorist, but it is also possible that the person is merely advocating for a change in what they view as an immoral or unjust law. So there we are. Hopefully you now have a basic understanding of the ad hominem, strawman, and false dichotomy logical fallacies. If you found this video useful, or if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments below and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. If you'd like to know more, please subscribe to stay up to date and check out my other videos on different logical fallacies. Until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.